Hi friends, I am Remya Menon. I am a special educator. I have completed my integrated B.Ed M.Ed in special education. Under that, I am specialized in the field of intellectual disability. Yes. So, in today's session, we are going to discuss about learning disability. Under that specific learning disability, types of specific learning disability, types of SLD. So, the basic types of specific learning disability, what are they? Dyslexia, Dyscalculia, Dysgraphia, and Dyspraxia. Today we are going to discuss all the four. What are the children with dyslexia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, dyspraxia? What are their major issues? We are going to discuss on that. So, I'm going to off my video. Yes. So, dyslexia is a learning disorder. It involves difficulty in reading due to the problems of identifying speech sounds and learning how they relate to letters and words, known as decoding, also called reading disability. It affects the brain that processes language. Reading disability, also known as dyslexia, is the most common learning disability, accounting to at least 80% of all the learning disabilities. Reading should be taught. It is not an innate ability. Reading has to be taught. Reading has to make the child to understand what is reading, how to read, how to pronounce a word, how to pronounce a sound, phonology, phonemes, phonetics, phonic, everything has to be taught. It is not at all an innate ability. We as a parent, as a teacher, we have to make the child to understand what are these. Reading requires the ability to understand the relationship between letters and associated sound. Reading reflects specific problems in processing individual speech sounds. This is the example that says the owl was a bird. See, the child with dyslexia writes particularly like this. THE will be changed into TEH. OWL will change into OWE. Saw. Was is the word and the child writes as saw, SAW. Bird, BIRD is the actual spelling, the child writes as BRID. It confuses between the letters. Next example, we can take it as I like to play doll. This is known as mirror kind of dyslexia. Next comes to the point dyscalculia. Dyscalculia is represented by difficulty in learning or understanding mathematical operations. Arithmetic disorder, which the child may face difficulties in organizing the page on the problems on the page, multiple steps of calculations such as long division method, rearranging the numbers accurately or correctly on the paper. The child may write it as 89 as 98, 21 as 12, and vice versa. The child may be confused about basic operations and facts and symbols, etc. It affects the person's ability to understand numbers and learn mathematical facts and symbols. The child may also have the issues with poor comprehension ability, struggles to memorize and organize the numbers and mathematical symbols, difficulty in telling the time. What's the time, we will ask. The child may not be responding to us. Have trouble with counting. This is a typical example of a child with dyscalculia. Multiplication tables may change into as such. 02 as 20, 4, 1 as 14, 1, 6 as 19. It happens. Next comes dysgraphia. Dysgraphia is brain-based learning disability, affects writing. It is very common among attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, children with ADHD or individuals with ADHD. It affects the person's handwriting and fine motor skills. They are inconsistent and illegible writing. They have illegible writing. Their handwriting is not clear. Mixing uppercase and lowercase of letters. Writing on or below or above a line or inside the margins instead of outside the margins. She or he may have issues with fine motor difficulties, such as holding the pencil correctly, using scissors to cut, coloring inside the lines, poor spatial planning on paper. How to plan, how to draw a diagram of some house or something. Poor spelling, difficulty with creative thinking and expressive writing. This is the best example we can show of a child with dysgraphia. The child may be having issues. Their handwriting is not at all legible. It is illegible. The way they write, the way they mix with the uppercase and lowercase. Next comes dyspraxia. Dyspraxia is a neurological disorder, impacts individuals' ability to plan and process motor tasks. They might be having language problems and also difficulty of thought or perception or insight or viewpoint. It may not affect the person's intelligence. Sometimes it can cause learning problems in children. They might be having difficulties with carrying out the daily tasks, such as tying shoelace, doing up buttons, playground movements such as jumping. Their position might be somewhere and they might be somewhere. Catching the ball correctly, kicking the ball, hopping, skipping, classroom movements. Classroom movements include using scissors, coloring, drawing, playing jigsaw puzzles or games. they have problems with their processing thoughts, difficulties with concentration. They are least bothered about what the teacher talks in the class. They will not care. They are not concentrated here. Their mind is somewhere room. Children with dyspraxia commonly find it hard to focus on one thing for a long time. This is a neurological condition. These are the effects of it, such as planning, organizing, spatial awareness, timekeeping, balance, coordination and movement control, such as writing, eating, speaking. They spill their food. While writing, they will be writing like dysgraphia. Speaking also, they will be saying something. We can't understand them. We are not able to understand. So this is also a kind of dyspraxia. Everyone is differently affected, need time and space to do things in a way that works for them. Thank you. A child may or may not have these difficulties. Not all the difficulties are in one child. There's nothing like that. Every child is unique. Every individual is unique. They might have their own needs, their own focus area, their own part. So please do as per the choice of yours what should be done with the child, what has to be improved in the child. So this is the video, this is the PowerPoint presentation I would like to show you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share. Thanks a lot.